first aspect of this reopening is more certainty. And so the, say, challenging side of the data this week is as those reopenings become more clear and what the phases mean and approximately how long it'll take. I think most of the country now is in at least what they're calling a phase one, if not a phase two. In Virginia, it's a mixed bag. Certainly some parts of the state are well into phase one, and Northern Virginia is not starting phase one till this week. But all that as it becomes more predictable starts to shake things out then of, okay, when is it reasonable to expect work to return? So the one thing we did note this week is that initial optimism has now turned into more of a realistic outlook. So we saw the percentage seeing or expecting the bulk of their project work to start in, say, the June, July timeframe is now looking more like August, September. That has cold, hard realities to it as you start to say, all right, we're still a couple months away. There's additional companies that are saying, all right, we're going to have to lay off some further staff, reduce salaries. Those percentages jumped a little bit in this past week as well. The percentage who even said more of my staff reduction is of a permanent nature, that ticked up very slightly, still within the realm of more positive than negative there, that more of the reduction was of a temporary nature. But you're starting to see that kind of, okay, now we know what it's looking like. We're going to more realistically forecast when we can actually get back to work and what staff we need to do it. Now, that being said, the pivoting you're talking about is certainly real, and we've seen that all along. It's in live events, going to pre-post production, going into more design services. I'm hearing more and more of companies talking about shifting into a design consultation mode as they help some of their clients figure out, what do we do with our space once the workers come back, once the audiences come back. So let's get a jump on that and start retooling those now. So you're starting to see some of that consulting work come in. I would point to certainly life safety, surveillance, security, those kinds of things, being able to monitor symptoms, have people check in, all that kind of stuff would make sense. In fact, as we get closer and closer to the launch of our forecast due out next month, some things are becoming a little bit clearer. And one of them is that area of life safety, security, surveillance. We expect that to be one of the few areas for 2020 that will actually see a small amount of growth. Every other solution area is expecting declines, but that area is expected to grow a little bit. And it's for reasons like you're talking about. It's just additional mechanisms put in place to allow us to return to more normalcy, and Pro AV plays a role because we can install displays, sensors, and other sorts of equipment, even as we do other more traditional AV sounding kind of work in the spaces too. So all that's coming back online, and I think is what helps us at least look a little better than we could have, given more pretty extensive shutdowns in a lot of the economies. So that's a hope for this market.